site today, and we're having another look after our last visit a couple of weeks ago, and a lot has happened since then. We'll be going around looking at a few of the bits and pieces since our last visit. If you look in the background and in the shots later, you'll see that the bridge is now across, which is the bridge across the drag strip where the cars will be going through. Work on the toilet blocks has already started. We're standing now in the middle of the pit area, and the pit area roads are currently being surfaced. And the walls on the speedway are pretty well more than halfway around, and everything seems to be on schedule. We'll also go and have a look at the drag strip and some of the features of the braking area, posting and all the safety walls and so on. So let's go have a look. Okay, just behind me is the Speedway complex that we had a look at a couple of weeks ago. The actual safety fencing, all the poles to hold the support wires for the safety system are all installed. Across the back, of course, the seating's well underway. And up on top of the mound, they're just starting the toilet blocks. Looking across to the western side of the complex, where all the seating is, we'll wander up there now and have a look, because that actually is the other side of the drag strip mound, so that one side of the mound faces the speedway and one side faces the drag strip. Standing now on the western side mound, as we said before, and where I'm standing is the actual approach that the speedway vehicles will come into the complex. They come in on the western side for the racing, and on the exit will be on the eastern side, and where I'm standing will be a tunnel area where they'll come down onto the actual track. Just behind me is the start of the seating section at the speedway. The main differences between the Kwinana Motorplex and the old Claremont Speedway is that there is actually no seating on the corners for safety, so that they've increased the actual seating capacity, but the actual seating capacity is at the side of the complex instead of at the ends. And then access to the toilet areas and the food areas can be just made by those stairways you can see in the actual seating section. There will be permanent seating in this area as well. There'll also be grass seating and various types of seating depending on the ticket requirements. This is the main walkaway which connects the western side of the mound to the eastern side of the mound, and this will be for access from one side to the other. And you'll notice that there's no viewing areas on here. That's to stop everyone from congregating, looking at the drags and holding up the flow of traffic. In the background is the area where the vehicles go through before they actually approach the start line. And of course on November the 18th, this is where on one side you'll see Robin Judd in his Studebaker, and at the other side you will be seeing Australia's fastest tomato farmer, Victor Bray, his 57 Chevy, and they'll be the opening act on the night. And this is where they'll come through in the area we're looking at the moment, of course, is the northern side of the actual staging lanes, where all the vehicles stage up to go through into the actual racing area. To the right of screen is where the vehicles actually come back once they've finished their run down the quarter mile. And of course, as we said in previous shows, the actual return road is right alongside the bottom of the spectator area, so people can have a good look at the cars as they come back. And the other two, of course, are the lane 1 and lane 2 for the entrance onto the actual strip. Looking down the track now from the start line area to the braking area, if you look closely you can see the undulation of the concrete safety barriers, and this has been designed so that by the ANDRA rules the drag strip can have a slight fall, and so the strip, the actual 400 metres of racing surface is slightly downhill. Then just as you come through the braking area, it rises slightly to enable the cars to come to a safe stop at the other end. From the last time we looked at the concrete barriers, they've increased in length by double, and on the eastern side of the track, they're well and truly halfway up the drag strip and well and truly finished through the braking area. Looking now up at the ocean side, or the western side of the track, you can see the start of the actual food concession areas, where you'll also be able to buy your souvenirs, t-shirts and the like, and also the toilet facilities. And the view from up top of these mounds is actually awesome. This will be the area of the track most popular, because of course with the setting sun, this will be in the shade most of the afternoon, and this will probably be the deluxe seating area. This is the place where you'll want to be. This is the third in our Motorplex specials that we've done here down at the Motorplex. As you can see, work is well and truly progressing. The more we come down here, the more we see done. And as time goes on towards its opening date in November, we hope to maybe get down here probably every 2 or 3 weeks and bring it to you in a shorter time frame.
Okay, got Boris Viskovic. I grow from the